Oh, tight, yeah. Blue, yellow, pink. Whatever, man, just keep bringing me that. Oh.
The Camry. I don't know why, but for some reason, you guys love seeing this car. This car has just gained so much popularity in the past couple of years, especially since I started making videos on it. So, I'm gonna give you guys another update. She's still going, she's still chugging along pretty well, still very reliable. But in the last video I mentioned the transmission was having problems. Yeah, well, it's gotten a lot worse. It's still got the shift flare from second to third, and sometimes it does it when it's warm. Now it doesn't just do it when it's cold. And it actually had me on the side of the road a couple times on road trips because the transmission would overheat and it would not shift. And the first time it happened, it threw a check engine light, and I didn't think anything of it because it throws a check engine light for the catalytic converter like pretty much anytime I drive it more than 20 minutes. So I just ignored the light, and then I realized it wasn't shifting, and so then I realized I had problems. So I pulled over and smoke started pouring out from under the hood, and I opened the hood and the transmission was just sizzling. It was so hot you could literally cook bacon on it. So that wasn't good. I let it cool off and I kept going because I was on my way from here to Texarkana, Arkansas, which is about 5 hours from here, and I was almost there. So I let it cool off for a while and I kept going, and it was fine. And it had been fine since. And then I went on another trip. I went from here to Beaumont, Texas, which is about 3 hours from here, but the I-10, the road that I took to get there, Interstate 10, runs along through Baton Rouge and through Beaumont and pretty much along the south coast. It's a very, very demanding road to drive on. There's lots of traffic. People don't know how to drive. So there's a lot of, passing and zooming and dodging, and it's just really hard on a car. And the transmission overheated on me again after maybe 2 hours. So that's not good. The transmission is definitely on its way out. What happened was I changed the oil one day and I noticed the transmission fluid was really low, so I added some fluid. And I don't know if that's what caused it or if it's just that it's summertime now and it's just hot. But that transmission is definitely on its way out, and I may just go ahead and change the shift solenoids and see if that helps anything, but I doubt it's going to help much other than the shift flare issue. So chances are the whole transmission is going to get replaced. I'm not giving up on this car. I'm going to fix it. Whatever happens to it, I'm going to fix it. This car is not going anywhere. Whether I put another 4-speed automatic in it or go ahead and do a manual swap, it's going to get fixed one way or the other. I didn't really mention it in the front end. I never mentioned the front end that was on it. It was the original one with over 300,000 miles on it. It was just full of rock chips and just worn out. It looked terrible. And I'd been wanting to do a 05-06 swap on it, so I did, and I never really said anything about it, but it's literally just bolts right on. Like, it's the same exact, the bolts are all the same. There's one here, there's supposed to be a plastic pop rivet there, and then there's a bolt under here on both sides, and that's literally all you gotta do. It swaps right over. So that worked out well, and it looks really cool. Really like how that turned out. It's a little dirty right now. I had washed it, but I drove it to Baton Rouge today and it's got bugs again. But yeah, so speaking of the car being dirty, I try to keep it clean. I don't wash it by hand only because I have a bad back and I just can't take it. I use automatic car washes, but I don't use the cheap ones. Now, there's a lot of misconception, like everywhere on the internet, like on the street, just everywhere. Everybody says automatic car washes are bad. They're going to destroy your car. No, they won't. They will not. Look, I've washed this car with automatic car washes the whole time I've had it. Keep in mind, this paint is 18 years old, and I've had it for 5 years, and there's nothing wrong with this paint. There's no damage from, there's no swirl marks. Now, there's a fucking loss. Get away. Get away. Go. There's a wasp trying to kill me right now. Fuck off. Okay. Anyway, now cheap automatic car washes that you only pay like maybe a couple of quarters or a few dollars to go through, yeah, stay away from those, because those will scratch up your car. The automatic washes you want to use are the ones that are like the more expensive ones that have people actually there, like taking care of you. The ones that are basically manned washes, those are the ones you go to. You don't go to the cheap ones, because yes, those will mess up your car. The difference between those and a manned express wash is a manned express wash is actually like taken care of daily, whereas those other ones, nobody's there. They only check on them maybe once a week, whereas manned ones, the brushes are clean pretty much every night, and so there's no chance of like dirt being stuck on the brushes and scratching up your car. Plus, I work at one of those car washes, so I mainly go to that one, so I know, I know that car wash inside and out, so I trust it. But yeah, electric or automatic car washes are not bad for your car. Cheap automatic car washes are terrible for your car. The only thing I don't like is the tire shine. The way it works is a spinning brush that just runs along the tire, and sometimes it puts a lot and it slings all over the side like that. And last time I went through it, I forgot to tell them to turn the tire shine off. So these seems like it's pretty common with these cars. The cup holders in these cars are weird. This little plastic piece will either go missing or it'll break. When I bought this car, it didn't have this plastic piece. I got this one out of the junkyard, and it doesn't stay there anymore because, well, the entire thing broke in half. It's just old plastic, and it's just, dry rotted. So but other than that and the transmission going out, really not much new. Car currently has 345,000, almost 346,000 miles on it. So I think that pretty much concludes my update. By the way, there are big changes coming to the channel pretty soon, within the next month or so, so stay tuned for that. Got some exciting plans going on. I'm not going to get into it yet. You'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, so that's my update. So hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.